All right, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. What's going on? Y'all see the title? White Power, Aryan Nation, Native American Gypsy. Press 1. The American Neo-Nazi and Racial Covenants. Press 1. Hey, listen. Females, press 1. Ladies, fellas, get your research game up. When you call in, make sure you research my title. I'm going to start putting the title in the day before. The subject matter a day before because I'm ahead of time. Press 1. It's time for the fellas to get that and show they can keep up here. The White Power, Aryan Nation, Native American hoax. Press 1. Traveling gypsies. I've been talking about all this. Press 1. All these little calls coming in from all type of ways. And hey, listen, if you can't keep up in the front, just stay in the back. Press 1. I'm tired of hey, check this out, Kev. No, you check it out. You call it in. You research. I don't care that you called me to prove to me that I was right. I already knew it. You research. I'm asking these females for notes. And y'all ain't did y'all research yet. Press 1. Hey, D. Shot here. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Force Glory. Hey, connect with this one and that one. But I ain't did no work yet. No, y'all can keep that. Press 1. Keep that. Push that back wherever y'all came from and come back with a new, fresh attitude and say, I'm going to study and show these females that I think for myself. I'm not looking for mama. I need to practice this. This is the practice zone. This is the practice of getting your ass out your feelings because the professor got other shit to teach. And I'm not holding no hands. Press 1. I'm not holding no hands. Water world, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it today. You not calling it in? I don't want to hear it. Yep, you already know. Call it in with that work approved. Press 1. All this repeat. Too many males be in my chat room talking. You feel me? Too many, and then they not in my Discord talking this shit. They not doing the research. Got all the females doing it. They not all this shit y'all kicking in this chat room. Stops right now. Keep it to your damn self. Yep, that's how I feel. Press 1, and I don't give a damn. Ain't no get along gang here. I'm not doing too much. This ain't no star search. This ain't that. You feel me? I don't even want to debate with no demons no more. I'm cool. I'm gonna save that for a certain day. I'll debate like I did the weekend. Let them just talk away. This week, just let them get it off their chest. I'm going to designate that for like a late night whenever they feel like they need to say something. But if you're not spewing this same shit y'all kicking on in this chat room to appear smart, water world, to get notoriety, the rest of you out there, whoever that is, I don't care. I don't care for your Twitter fingers. This ain't the chatterbox place. This ain't the place where you come and hang out to get familiar just to spew what I've already said 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Me, as the professor, get tired of people with ADD and Bungalow 54 syndrome to just blurt out things I said 2-3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. Hey, in the middle of what you talking about, ain't got shit going on, but this one, I feel like saying this. Oh, hell no. This is the introduction into racial covenants for His glory. I'm here to prove that that's what it is. This is a racial covenant. This is a confederacy against thee. I'm not here to be your damn friend and for you to be chat room famous, but not Discord famous, not notes and research videos famous. I don't care about you all want to be famous and cool. At the U, press 1. I'm the coolest one around here. I don't care. Press 1. Shout out to the people out there really doing the research. But check this out. White Power, Aryan Nation, Native American Gypsy, the American Neo-Nazi, and Racial Covenant. That's powerful. That's too powerful to allow people to just be here just to be here. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. That's cool. Y'all love to chat, but that's too powerful just to be talking all around things. I'm not doing it. I did it for 2 years. Cool. serves me nothing. It look retarded from my perspective. I don't want you looking retarded. We work too hard in the background collecting this information to prove that what we've said is true. We talking plausible deniability. You know, and if you don't know these terms, you left behind. If you don't know time immemorial, you left behind. If you don't know what we talking about right now, it's come talking about this in 3 weeks. Talking about Kev, I got notes to put. Nah, hell no. We gone already. B from Ohio, nigga gone. You know, nigga, we gone already. But be like that, I just catch up, and it's just like a bike. You gotta catch back up. You can't just throw yourself back out there. It's dangerous. Motherfuckers is moving on. You gotta see where the mind is. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you how to be my friend. Letting you niggas be my friend just how you want to be. You niggas will worship God on the wrong day, so let alone me. You don't give two shits about my shit. Press 1, not rolling. Not rolling. Not me. I'm not doing all this research for you to hand me a time slot and say, put your name on the time. Do my homework, teacher. I think that's selfish. I think that's low down. And I think that's only the workman of a damn island boy.
I'm an island boy, and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm a just island boy.
You're not about to island boy your way over here without no work. Press 1. You make your own timeline with your word and your work. And come to class and bring it forth. But by then, it'd be too late. That's why I'm the professor. Don't come nowhere trying to teach my class and try to fill out nothing. You do your own research. Hit the like button. What's up, Helena, goddess of light? Oh, my goodness, another one. Helena, goddess of light. Oh, my goodness. Helena, what type of truth you got? Give us some goddess of light truth. Let me see what type of goddess of light you are today. What was that? Helena, goddess of light. Give us some light. We want some of your light. Give us some. 424-209-95. Let's see what the goddess of light has for us. Because if it ain't no light in you, you're going to have to change your name. If you're not bringing this truth, you're going to have to change your name to regular old woman in the chat or something. Because if you ain't bringing no light here, your name is retarded to me. Press 1. You see how truth hurts and she called in and hurt feelings? You feel me? Your name not making no sense. You ain't called in with no light. You ain't said, Kev, give this the Helena, goddess of light. I'm in your classroom. I know something smart. Would y'all like? Go ahead, have the float. Nothing. So we're not experienced in this light you have. Press 1. We need some of that. I need that. Helena, God. I'm calling on Helena's, the goddess of light. What you got? Nothing? Where's the goddess of light when you need her? Oh, put it on makeup, getting ready. Press 1, putting her nice shoes on, her spandex. Hey guys, walking around, speeding around the neighborhood. She not no goddess of light.
Unknown caller.
You know when females, they feel that. Coffee and Kush TV. Helena, goddess of light. Is that you?
Yes, it's me. What's up, Cass?
Talk to me. Teach us something, goddess of light. What's on your mind?
You always talking shit, Professor.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I was born with the gift
how you
of
doing?
shit
Thank you
talking.
for everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and first of all, my name is Helena.
Okay, Helena.
Okay, so I just want to say I just really appreciate you, for everything, just bringing everything to light and bringing the word of God. Something that our generation needs.
Yes, ma'am.
And everything is in the book of Jeremiah.
Ooh, that's
everything
what I like
that you
to hear.
teach about. Everything that you teach about is in the book of Jeremiah, and that's where my study's been. I've been doing the research about my grandfathers that's been in the war, and like their names have been stolen.
Yep.
And I seen like the other day you was talking about how I'm sorry, I gotta let my puppy out. You was talking about how the excuse me.
You said you gotta do what?
I had to let my puppy out.
Oh, puppy. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have seen that you were talking about how they have changed from black to white, and I had noticed on my grandfather's that he was labeled as a white man. And so I'm like, I just really appreciate you, you know, just bringing things out.
What you think about living in a white supremacy? Finding out that we live in a Nazi, democratic Nazi society. What do you think about that?
Man, this is what the fuck I think about it. See, I live in Indiana. I live in Indianapolis. And if these ain't the most racist pink toes ever, it's crazy. So I was doing my research about the World's Fair here. And I had noticed that the Red Cross was here in Indianapolis when they did their parade. And I was like, oh, my God. So, yeah, they did come.
Yes, ma'am.
You know. Yes, they did come. All of them came together.
Yes.
They was all marching like Nazis and everything in the street.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah. So there was a painting that they had did, and it had, like, a black family on the right, and then it had, like, the white family on the left, and the first person in the front was a Red Cross nurse.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, and this was around the World Fair.
So
when
this
they,
is going
you know,
back to what I was talking about. The Red Cross are the invading military force that enslaved us.
Yes, they came with the military.
Of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, so here in Indianapolis, when they had did, I think it was like in 19... Oh, sorry. But
take your time. You
anyway,
all right.
Yeah, so they had came with them. The Nazis, the Red Cross,
yes,
they
ma'am.
all came together.
Yes, ma'am.
So they called it the coming home, welcome home parade here in Indianapolis.
Wow, and they all came together.
They all came together. So when I was seeing the shit, I was like, oh, I'll be damned.
And that's called revealing in your life. You never seen that before, but that's called revelation in your life. You never understood it that way, right?
No.
Yeah.
Man, I just really appreciate you, and don't get it twisted. My name is Helena, and the definition it
all
does
that
mean
smart
God
shit
is
you
the
just
light.
hold up. You said all this smart stuff, and just to top it off with, just to not get it
Because
twisted,
you
my
be
name is
talking shit.
Helena.
Man, Professor, you be popping your shit, but I love you.
All right,
you be popping your shit. Wait a minute. I did my research about the GYPSIES too. Hold on, wait a minute. I ain't done.
They've been researching me.
No, because you got me started. I'm gonna be one of your best students.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
I just got here probably like 5 months ago.
Yeah.
On time.
Yeah.
But I definitely was gonna call.
You was a Democrat at first. I can hear it. I can tell it. I can tell. Go ahead.
Especially when you pop your stuff about the Word of God, like it just gets me going. Like I'm not no moon worshiper or none of that. I was raised in the church. My name is Helena Chappelle. So when I was doing my research, I had seen that the GYPSIES and the Chappelles had some type of connection, on their way here. I don't know, but I'll, keep researching.
That's all you found? That's all you found?
No, I found a lot of shit.
No, what you find on the GYPSIES? That's me. That's my people.
You came in class, caught me off guard, so I had to, I don't have my notes or anything.
Okay, I feel you.
Yeah, you caught me off guard, so I had to show you I wasn't no punk.
Yeah, I feel you, because I be thinking everybody punks out there unless they call in. And thank you for that.
Nah, I'm not no punk.
And I'm not no punk, but I really do appreciate you. You just made me think of Haiti and and the Red Cross, because Todd in the chat room sent me something on Haiti, and I'm gonna play that right now, and you just helped me remember the Red Cross, what they were involved in, how they were able to steal the resources and become the counties and get all of our names and stuff like that and steal our heritage. So
yeah, the stuff is crazy. Like I always wanted to know, like, why was white Chappelles, walking around like, man, who are y'all? So, you broke it down.
They don't even have names like that. The Germans, the Russians, they don't even have, they just stole the names. These people don't have names like
weird shit.
Wait, you ain't got to call them weird, but make the sound again, how the names be.
What was that?
You don't gotta call them weird. That but what's the name of the sound? What's the sound? What's their names again? Say it again.
What was the names?
Yeah, you said their names be like what?
Oh,
I got you. I got you a lot of Kushner and all of
a whole bunch of spit.
No, I got you.
You look like a police officer. It felt like a police officer. Like
she said a whole bunch
officer.
of spit.
That's what it felt like.
Goodness. Well, thank you for the call, Queen. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. No problem. God bless.
Yes, ma'am. And that's what I appreciate. First call of the day, very positive. My troll better not mess this up today. I'm going to give him a chance, press one. But I did. She brought up Haiti, she brought up the Red Cross, and that's exactly what we're talking about. White power, Aryan nation, stuff that came by way of Red Cross federalizing, removing Negroes off their land, destroying them, switching the birth rights, loading you guys up with birth certificates, getting you involved in offshore banking, and that thereof. It's going to take a while for you to conceptualize for a lot of new students, but this is Critical Race Theory 101. This is a truth classroom. This ain't no feelings and emotions. You got feelings and emotions, keep them to yourself or walk out. Y'all been having too much leniency in y'all feelings. Oh, man, you can't say that, man, because I'm going to feel bad. I don't care. You been in a comfortable position all this damn time, and you not wanting to feel bad. I felt bad on food stamps. Press one. I felt bad in an apartment complex in the ghettos of South Central. Me too. That's a depressing feeling looking back. Press one. I don't care about people's feelings, or that this is a straight learning. It's all truth. And if you're going to be here, you're not going to pretend to be Johnson and Spaniard and French in my damn Discord. Press one. You're going to be exactly who you are. If you are an Asian man, then be an Asian man. If you gonna be Hindu, don't be nothing else. Don't try to be something else. Okay? Y'all acting weird. Because when I tell you to meet me in my office and I turn that camera on and you from Russia, goddammit, I'm not finna stay there and talk. I'm finna get up. Bro, what are you doing? Press one. I'm not amazed when I see Todd. You know why? Because I know he's white. Press one. So if Todd say, I'm meet Kev in the bush thing. Todd meet me in the office. Todd is in the office probably before me. He knows I'm Afro-American. What's y'all lying for out here in this world? Press one. Ain't no sense of lying about who you is unless you up to no good. And ain't no reason to being up to no good around me, because I'm going to get you anyway. It's a waste of time. When you can be of good spirit. When you can be truthful. I'm not. That's the thing. That's like reminds me of the gangbanging lifestyle I used to see. Like, why y'all acting like y'all like each other, but really you's a hater? You over here ain't got no hustle. You leech off of him. You always asking for support. I know about the 5th of the month, your ass gonna be, man, let me go to my girl. I know it's coming. Press one. Y'all remind me of that shit. That's why I don't fuck with you niggas like that. Press one. Y'all remind me of the lame ass niggas who can't think for self, who not ready to put that work in, fantasize about going to jail, and they only ain't went yet. Press one. And when you do go, you're shriveled up in the corner some goddamn well. Press one. Damn. When y'all can just be regular people. Damn. I love my classroom. Shout out to Jugga. He hit me up. Kev, man, we got to squash this. We're going to squash it. Don't worry about it, Jugga. You know, I talk shit. You're going to be back in the classroom in no time, giving your best effort. Trust me. But I want y'all to listen to this. Listen to what's being said. Todd sent me this. Shout out to Todd. Shout out to my main man, Rico. Shout out to y'all out there putting that work in all over. Iron sharpens iron, damn it. Press one. Now this is what Todd sent me.
Guess. Who builds the most expensive homes in Haiti? You'd be wrong. It's the Red Cross. That's right. The Red Cross built the most expensive homes in Haiti. or they ripped a bunch of people off. You see, when Haiti had that earthquake and they partnered with the Clinton Foundation and the Clintons, they took in over $500 million. And for that $500 million, the people of Haiti got 6 homes. 6 houses were built with that $500 million. So logic says that either those are the most expensive homes ever built in Haiti, or the people of Haiti got ripped off by the Clintons and the Red Cross. Which one do you think it is, if you had to guess?
Press 1. Yeah, we going beyond plausible deniability. What I'm proving to you without a shadow of a doubt is that catastrophe is the best way to rob black people when they are in need. Shout out to my Haitian brothers one more time.
Cause I'm an island boy and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'ma just island boy. I'ma just island boy. I'ma get kiwi guy.
The Red Cross owe black people, because this is own function. This is the white church. This is the Russian, German, foreign, offshore, Swiss, and the people accompanied. You can sue them all. They owe us so big for this catastrophe that they keep causing into flooding black people. There's no way they can deny when we all come together what they've done to us in international effort. What they've done is the same thing they always done. Press 1. And you feeding off of him and distracted him and having all these people fight just so that the American Red Cross, so that they can be all the fighting is just nothing but destabilization. When the Bloods and the Crips fight, that's called destabilization. It don't take nothing but one off-duty officer, a few of them, to do one drive-by with the other side colors on, and they on. It's off, nigga. This is divide and conquer everywhere. Press 1. Everywhere. The American Red Cross is nothing more but war by what? Catastrophe. As soon as you have an earthquake, the United Nations authorizes them to come in under the banner of what? Of a Red Cross. And you know what the Red Cross do? They kidnap people. Them people over there was kidnapping them Haitian people. Press 1.
Not like this.
And they fill them up, and they give them shots, and they rob the community and steal a donation. And use it to have a footprint on their land. Now, these people that established, ain't none of them Haitian. Ain't none of them from the island. They all foreigners. But they rock us with such a dire state. It didn't have to be an earthquake. It would have been a damn bomb or something. Who knows? The way that should look. Press 1. You would have thought a tidal wave came after that one. Hell, it's an island. Press 1. I thought a tidal wave came. As small as this shit is, press 1. Wait a minute. Something ain't right here. All these buildings look like this one. Press 1. Look like ours look when we fell, when the reset was coming. So, not only that, because I don't have long to stay. Press 1. I ain't got long to stay. And I gave myself 2 hours a podcast. 2 hours. The Red Cross right now on commercials on TV begging for blood right now. Because remember when this stuff came out and that naval officer came out and said, don't drink the blood. Don't do it. Somebody press 1. Don't do it. And people were like, Kev, you tripping. Nah, it's about blood, Jim. It's about you. It's about king's blood. It's about heirs to thrones. It's about names that's coming out that's really own thing. This is what this shit is about. These people sitting up here causing worldwide panic so you can get a what? This is the same play the Red Cross, disguised as the CDC. It doesn't matter who they is. They are foreigners. Press 1. Foreigners. And passing laws way over there in Switzerland. And your politicians getting up there acting like you gonna die if you don't come down here. And then you ain't gonna be able to go eat, work. If that ain't biblical, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing. And squeeze y'all. Y'all just, if it ain't no mark of the beast, besides this old Ash Wednesday they do, where they put cremated ash on their head, symbolizing whatever the fuck caustic people symbolize. Press 1. I don't even know what that is. That can be my ancestors, motherfucking ashes, y'all replicating to have a foot in the kingdom of God. I don't know what y'all up to, because now that I'm not mind controlled by the neo-Nazi American, German, Russian Confederation of the United Nations, American Red Cross Army funded by Swiss banks, press 1, keeping our people in debt. For what? For what? Well, I'm going to let this white man tell it. Press 1. I'm going to let Sanetta's daddy tell it. Press 1. I'm going to let his daddy tell it, because I'm tired. Y'all don't believe me. I don't look like Sanetta's daddy. Press 1. Sorry, Netta. I had to use that one. It was just the right moment. I got a cold speech writer, huh? I got a cold speech writer. I apologize, Sachetta. You just part of my example. Press 1. Now listen. Don't get in your feelings. Don't get mad. Get glad that I see you, nigga. Press 1. Be glad, bro. Rejoice. Get on your knees, nigga. Press 1.
Anybody here got a birth certificate still?
Anybody got a birth certificate?
You're a black slave.
You're a black slave.
They were created for the black slaves.
They were created
it
for black
enrolled
slaves.
the black slaves' children as property of the federal United States.
Hold up.
When you get
Hold up. I know y'all want to hear it again. Hold up. Here it go again. You was a black slave. I told y'all, when you took on this, they created slaves out of you. There is no plausible deniability. My knowledge gonna show you what I'm about. You see how I just wiggle through and just cut through the bullshit? My knowledge of explaining this is not as complicated. Why you want to be holy? Press 1. God people fucked up. He ain't coming like, oh, this one. He coming straight down the pipeline. Press 1. Like Denzel Washington. Press 1. You better get him. Let's listen to this white man again.
anybody here got a birth certificate still?
Me?
You're a black slave.
I know.
They were created for the black slaves.
I know, I'm trying to
It enrolled the black slaves' children as property of the federal United States. When you get a birth certificate, you become property of the federal United States. Your birth certificate is transferred to the Bureau of Census, to the Department of Commerce. You are enrolled as a beneficiary of the Federal Reserve System, and you become obligated to the national and federal debts.
Hold up. You become heir to the federal system. That's a debt bondage. Did I explain what it was? Now, hold on. Let me let him say it again, because y'all tripping. Press 1. Y'all think I'm a punk. That's what you think. Press 1. Let's listen again.
Anybody here got a birth certificate still? You're a black slave.
You're a black slave.
They were created for the black slaves.
That's right.
It enrolled the black slaves' children as property of the federal United States.
For what?
When you get a birth certificate, you become property of the federal United States. Your birth certificate is transferred to the Bureau of Census, to the Department of Commerce. You are enrolled as a beneficiary of the Federal Reserve System, and you become obligated to the national and federal debts.
You become obligated for the national and federal debts. I'm giving you the power to think. I'm telling you this. Kale, I've already told you in the most... He explained it that way because he think you understand. I had to explain it this way because I had to bring you into knowledge on how it was done using their symbolism and their, like, this is how they got us. But you can clearly see, you can clearly say,
That's one of the foundational instruments.
keep it simple.
One of the adhesion contracts, we call them.
Adhesion contracts.
And so, from the point of the 14th Amendment, the second part of the 14th Amendment, which people aren't aware of, is that it says that no citizen shall question the debt.
No citizen shall question the debt. So who the citizen? No citizen. The amendments, I told you, the Declaration, listen, the Bill of Rights, you didn't have to amend nothing for a free people. That's the enslavement part right there. The 13th Amendment.
which established the precedent whereby if you became a U.S. citizen, you no longer could question the federal.
You can't even question. When you assimilated yourself, you can't question white superiority. Now, that coming in right after American Red Cross, I'm giving it to you real easy because I don't got long because it's coming. You feel me? So you already gave you how they did it. I gave you the federal system right there and how you the slave, the debt, you owed the debt for that. Press 1. I gave you the undercover white supremacist Confederate mindset of the American Red Cross. Press 1. I gave it to you. This will take years and years to explain. I'm just giving it to you freely. Because you got to wake up. This whole thing that you've been living in is the machine of neo-Nazism, white supremacist thought process. There's no way to cut it. That's what critical race theory 101 base level. Imagine in 3 years when we all graduate, 4 years. Imagine what we would be mentally just, but this is the seed, the mindset that has to be applied to history for our people to have to see the reality of their bondage. Not slave and oh man, we want. Those are federal imprints paid for by Ukrainian George Soros to offset the meaning of what you fighting for. 100 complete freedom and the reclassification of who we are originally, which will cause whatever Armageddon they want. Press 1, but you have to be, they don't have no choice, reclassified into your original stand. Landowners, planters, plot owners, emancipated, free men. That's who you are. And the rest of the world, wherever they come from, they're not free. They never had father figures and lineage just passed down things to them, so they took yours. They never had that. They didn't work hard enough in this world. Become a blessing to be able to write scrolls down and put it and bury it, and your names be written in the deed, in the original contracts. Ain't no American Indian deed name or whatever, moon worship, whatever they names is, wherever y'all at in the world. Y'all names don't add up with who owns the land. And that's the federal government's problem. They names don't, guess who names do? You just don't know how they was able to pull the switch. That's why I'm teaching you. The American Red Cross and all this humanitarianism and this humanist idea is nothing more but of the devil. What does Satan say in the Devil's Advocate? I'm a humanist. Worship him. He's an absentee landlord. Remember? He's a humanist. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Shout out to my man Wish in the chat room. RT, I see you. Brittany Sheehan, I see you, Queen. Don't let me talk my shit, Sheehan. Let me talk my shit. Bo Cat, Forrest Glory, Cherry Edwards, Mama Ryan, King Saba. Shout out my man D Jack out there in the world. My man Saba out there in the world. MB Shelley, Lewis, I see you. Shout out to you for the continuous support. Jamie Lee, God bless you. Shout out to the queens out there. Mr. Tisdale, Todd. They can get getting their feelings if they want. I don't give a damn. YouTube is too demanding, and I'm giving them everything that they need to know in God's time. So no, leave me alone. Leave me be. Press 1. I'm proving that there's an extermination program, Planned Parenthood, same thing as the American Red. Who would approve of black babies being slaughtered because of irresponsibility, drugs, and poverty, and all this cute little nice little hair wave reason to bring death onto your people? Press 1. They just need a reason to have them help you in your own demise. That's the war tactic. Oh, hi, welcome to our little thing where we're going to make a lot of money in the Wuhan lab. How do you think Planned Parenthood relates to Wuhan? Y'all, I told y'all this a year and a half, 2 years ago. Y'all just now getting it. They was taking your black babies over there doing scientific programs. Press 1. That's why I said if Black Lives Matter, tell it to Planned Parenthood. They selling it to Fauci. Fauci around making deals with China. That's it's you. And they don't want to, they riding around talking about who's going to be the president in war with Ukraine because they don't want to address Wuhan is a genocidal factory to eliminate Afro-Americans. Wuhan and this thing is the same as before, which was there to eliminate Afro-American men, sterilize the baby. This is the same play over and over and over and over again. Now they hollering reset. On the last reset they had, they nearly exterminated you. All these white people out here, shady white supremacists, with a smile. Hey, Bob, come on right here. I told you, when them trains get ready, every white person in here is going to betray you, and you'll never see it coming. Them trains get to lining up and Russia get over here. These white people going to turn Russian so fast. I said it 4 years ago, and I say it today. They're going to be walking around. Heimlich. And while you singing and dancing at the World's Fair, extermination programs is in play. And I'm the only one with balls of fucking Superman from South Central LA in my own poverty got to think about world events in a manner that's so textile that I gotta fucking risk my life to tell you they on some extermination shit, and I gotta prove it to you. And y'all niggas is trolling me, and they about to get your mama up out of here. Y'all calling my show kill. Fuck you, man. I don't like the way. So what? You don't be in a damn camp somewhere. You don't have a nigga telling you what you worried about ain't important. Nigga. And your tough face and them tattoos don't mean nothing when genocide is at hand. Looking at me with a mad face don't mean nothing. Threatening me with a this one or that shit don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. Because tomorrow, a 7-year-old girl in Chicago, 4 people gunned down, rapper out of Louisiana, hanging out the damn car. Oh, yeah, just death and destruction with your people. Right 100% check. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Facts. Meanwhile, they getting ready. What you think they was thinking about 100 years ago? How all these white people just all of a sudden just, oh, no, Nazi. All of a sudden. You think that was... You ain't even question. How these motherfuckers get a whole society to just turn in no time? I tell you how. I'll tell you how. This is the same family. This is a military installment on your shit. You worried about what's going on with your brothers over there with the red colors on. You better worry about them people in them goddamn jewelry stores, in the pawn shop, and the goddamn fucking stores that ain't never sold nothing, but they stay active. And you can't open a business, but they keep that store open. How they get money? You have no idea what's going on in the world. You walking in and buy 2 pieces of bubble gum, and this store they told you this shit was what a month? How they sell that much? And we all go to Walmart. How is these? Because you ain't paying no damn attention. That's why. You all know there's the mafia, there's the Asian mafia, there's the Russian mob, there's the what's the name mob, and your niggas out there against each other, killing each other. Now all those mobs get at your gangbangers to destroy themselves. Just think these people really care, but that's why I'll be tripping off these black men in America. Y'all mind is gone. You got a whole white supremacist ideology of hidden neo-Nazism built in humanitarianism and democracy disguised. Press 1. Then they flash Nazi propaganda in your face 24/7, and you talking about some damn Illuminati. All this shit right here mean is white power. Press 1. When you see this ain't no damn. Let me tell you, this ain't no damn Illuminati. This is white power. This is every nigga you saw throw this up in a celebrity is in bed with Soros and them. This ain't no Nazi logo. This ain't the little mustache. That's a lie. This is the I get down with white power. I'm a fucking monkey. I'm from Africa. Whatever y'all want to teach me, I don't want to be a rapper. I just want to be something. My mama can look at me and say, that's my boy. That's why I'm going to jail. I can't do nothing for you. You don't know fatherhood. You don't know that shit. Press 1. You don't know that shit. Ain't nobody studying Red Summer. The hanging of y'all. The killing and murdering y'all. Y'all not ready to put y'all's work together and present it how they did you. I mean, if these women out here don't hear you explaining to them how they are in a dire research, press 1, in a dire situation, they out here wild too. They don't give two shits. You ain't really feeding their brain at this moment in time with nothing. Ain't no reason why you be watching Kevin Samuel. You need to be watching Kevin Gillespie. Press 1. That's who you need to be watching. You don't need to be watching hard lady with soft hand. I would never go out there and be no construction. You'll never see Kevin Samuels out there with a brick getting his hands dirty at the fashion mart buying on new blouses for men. Press 1, trying to tell women how to keep a good man. Press 1. I'm out this world, G. Have it. I don't believe you, woman or man. I don't believe none of y'all. I don't think you want liberation. I don't think you fighting for freedom. I think your daddy white. I think your daddy Chinese. And y'all for. I don't care. I'm out that. I'm not in the world with you. I didn't sign up for what you signed up for to be stupid. I didn't sign up for white supremacy, get inside white supremacy, pledge to white supremacy, then get my ass on YouTube and say, we controlled by white people.
Not like this. Not like this.
I can do this for the rest of my life. I can do this right here. Here go my podium right here. I'm a green screen me a podium every day I get up here in a nice suit and talk my shit. Even Kamala Harris got to call me and say, damn, nigga. I done met a nigga like you. I don't... Ah, damn! What the fuck was this guy? South Central. Underprivileged, no money, welfare, thugging. That's where I was. Supposed to be in jail somewhere with 3 strikes, never to be seen again. That's where I was. Press 1, hanging out with the rest, with the worst of them. Press 1. The hell am I knowing some goddamn scandalous D from Hoover? How do I know him? He supposed to be a football player. He had dreams. Press 1, penitentiary. Press 1. How do I know these people? I'm in the mud. That's why I was raised and grafted and kept a straight mind. Press 1. I kept a straight mind. Amongst murderers, pimps, prostitutes, all thugs, criminals, nigga, turn up. Don't stop now. Turn up. Yeah. Don't let no nigga tell you you gotta be a gangbang. You gotta be. It's just the way you had to. No, you didn't. You ain't about to use what you use on mamas and reporters and niggas for sympathy card. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. How you know? Because Kev didn't. That's why. Kev didn't. Well, Kev, man, you know, he probably wasn't raised. Well, I know. Kev was raised. Right there. Right there. Right there. You know when you get baptized on 54th and Figueroa, you know you right there. Press 1, but you live in the 6-0. See, I live in the 6-0. I go to the enemy hood. Press 1. I get baptized in the enemy hood. Press 1. LA, man, that's how it is. Bam. Yeah, that's just God. You know what I'm saying? So I know we got off course, but I did want to bring up these hand signs because if you've seen these hand signs, you get a more general idea of what I mean by white power. Press 1. Every sign that you hear shows the allegiance to white power and the pledging and the identification of. Press 1. Every one of them. I don't hear nothing about Satan and all this other stuff. The Bible tells you what all that is. Oh, they Illuminati. No, they're not. No, they're not. They are foreign. Let me say it with me. Foreign, German, Russian, neo-Nazi, black and white, GYPSIES, all in cahoots to steal your name. And you worship these people. You want to be a rapper. You want to be a foreign exchange student. Press 1. I don't care which one it is. All of them. Press 1. We under the power of white. You see Miss Queen of Babylon? This is what you in. Press 1. Somebody look at their neighbor and say, thank God for Kevin. Press 1. This guy here is on the internet. One of the few people going to explain. This ain't no Illuminati. This ain't the Illuminati. The OK symbol. You see this guy right here? Huh? This ain't Kev Gill. Press 1. I don't want to be a part of nothing that got nothing to do with foreign exchange students conquering us through debt bondage and making us slaves to the federal government. Y'all get y'all pretty self out here and then tell us, oh yeah, it's all good. We're gonna fight for your freedom. I'm LeBron James. I'm Jay-Z. Another German. Press 1. How you defeat the Americans? Well, you make them play. You take them hellfighters and you make them French Germans. That's what you make them, and you blend them in with them, and then you send them back over there into a Nazi-style takeover over there in World War I. I told you, your boys went to war. World War I came back neo-Nazi. North Africans and some shit. Press 1. And I'm stand by it. I stand by everything. You're a white supremacist. You are. That's why they was after David Chappelle. You ain't nothing but a bunch. You was taught by him. You was raised by him. You don't know nothing but you a slave. Now I'm not finna sit up here and hold your hand every step of the way. You gonna have to show some input, just like you got input on Clubhouse, just like you got input in Illuminati and in all this other mischievous bullshit that y'all on, and have to walk too. You gotta walk too. It ain't just me. God put sight on all his people. If you can't see, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you. And how do I know this? How do I know this? Because my good friend Todd, press 1. Yes, because my good friend Todd woke me up with some ammunition. Press 1. He woke me up with some ammunition. Shout out to my Cash App, though. Shout out to these niggas who got to spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to try to bring you some entertainment for some goddamn advertising company for kibbles and bits. Press 1. And then laugh at Kev because I ain't got no views. See you niggas at the finish line, suckers. Press 1. See you niggas at the finish line, suckers. Yeah, see? Yeah, the truth don't gotta work that hard. That's the lie gotta work hard. Press 1. That's the lie. What the hell was I looking for first? I'm just been proving shit left and right. Press 1. Let me see. What is this what I was working on? Have to be. God is good. Damn. Listen.
That's one of the foundational instruments. One of the adhesion contracts, we call them. And so...
No, not that.
And P as in white power.
It's troubling, but
they play their guts out every single play.
Listen.
Cadets throwing these symbols.
Believe me, they all know if you're going to beat Army or Navy, that is a full day's work.
At Army Navy.
Well, it has, especially when you think back and look back the last 7 days.
This is Trump's America.
Several senators have brought up about the 6%.
During hearings.
The hand sign.
Weather, the forecast track of the storm.
In the United States Coast Guard.
But listen,
he's making a hand gesture that's quite different than any of the others.
Or even serving as a White House intern.
The white power signal is made with the right hand and outstretched fingers that make a W and P as in white power.
It's troubling, but sadly unsurprising. The reason these gestures should be taken seriously is the meaning behind them, what it stands for, as confirmed by the Anti-Defamation League, and why the United States Army taking a stand is necessary. It is still early, but military officials say they are investigating both Army cadets and Navy midshipmen. For context, when the New Zealand mosque shooter was arraigned in court, he threw up the symbol. Thus, the Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro's outlet, put out out something like this headline. Noteworthy. The man responsible for the New Zealand attacks frequented Ben Shapiro's content. The Southern Poverty Law Center wrote, white nationalists, neo-Nazis, and Klansmen have increasingly begun using the use of the symbol both to signal their presence to the like-minded, like racist and bigot Richard Spencer and Milo Yiannopoulos. The cadets and midshipmen flashing these symbols behind ESPN's Rhys Davis on national television thought it was funny. Roger Stone, a longtime advisor to Donald Trump, did the same. 4chan, a website used to publish manifestos of attackers and a home to the alt-right, wrote, to any who haven't seen the original thread, our goal is to convince people on Twitter that the OK hand sign has been co-opted by neo-Nazis. The fraternity culture in the U.S. cry foul, saying, hey, let us have our game testing one's own strength. The problem with this argument is the Anti-Defamation League found and confirmed the OK hand sign is indeed a hate symbol. Part of the problem is that if, hypothetically, someone flashed white supremacist symbols at the camera, the point of the stunt would be to get liberals wound up so they can then claim that liberals are just imagining things. Thus, we are seeing conservative sites like the Daily Wire.
Now, it is not to get liberals wound up. It is to communicate that this is a white power structure speaking. This is the frat. It's a way for them to communicate that this is of white superiority. This is the complex of what they said about Adolf Hitler, the Bolsheviks. This is the mind. So you're not about to see white supremacists throwing these signs up. That's hogwash commercial, lies Nike commercial for the Klan. This is a ideological hand confirmation that you and I are on the same page. And you know that I'm talking from a perspective of white superiority, and then you say to yourself, oh, I see, not the truth. Okay. They did happen to go over there and they made a left right there, and then everything get freaky because you're not identifying what this is, this whole one eye thing. This is one mind, one common. That's the socialist movement. Press one. Democratic. They're all Democrat. They're all under a democracy, even Republicans, because their philosophy is that of socialism. It's manifest destiny. How else you gonna think they're gonna do manifest? Would you? You think you got a part of manifestation? You the one who own everything. So how do we get it? We take it from you. How? Well, they have to be dire situation. There's always flooding, fires, burning. Dire situations. So you can't look on rappers. Press one. Rappers are here for what? To sell you a white superiority complex. Press one. They're here to make money telling your kids to go to prison. And they all based off of their persona, like it says here, is all based off of the sales. How many sales are buying into your gangsterism? Your gangsterism is your level of commitment to go to the penitentiary or end up in jail. That's gangsterism level. In the back of these people, there's a gangsterism level. I don't know, but I know it in my brain. They got a statistic of which direction they can bet where you gonna go. Oh, this one right here. Oh, yeah. If you can sell this many mines, this one, and they buy into this person, do you understand? To commit themselves to prison? Oh, man, we can keep these numbers low. Man, if you commit to thuggetry, we need Ice Cube to sell gangster music, Gangster Nation. We need him to sell, we need Tupac to sell this one. We need Puffy. How about this? How about y'all go to war with each other? And then, and more war and money. Press one. So when you see these brothers, like, with no father figures listening to Whack 100, and these people are over 25, they deserve where their attention got them. You feel bad for people when bad things happen. And you know when you ain't shit, when you spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours talking about gang banging. Like it's a real art form, and that's our culture because they're talking like that because they're poor and because the white man, no, you're not finna get us thinking that way. You're like that because you allow your children to go out there Oh, the street. I'm sure they got a welfare program in a whole nother place. My son ain't gonna want to leave his friend. If your son's friends determine an adult situation, you deserve everything that you cursing your own family with. Listen, I like to stay young and don't like extra stress on me that listen, your demons is your demons and nobody can help you with your demons but you. It's not a meme, it's not a wallow commercial. Hey y'all, let me show you how to stay up out. You not finna keep me out of jail and you talking like a damn child and Gilly making albums with gangbangers and then talking this slang with no knowledge and you selling me jail. You niggas ain't trying to keep me out of jail. You're selling me. I don't give a damn what you did in jail. Teach me about what you're doing positive in your neighborhood. Teach me something. Teach me something. You got all this. I'm tired of seeing, what's his name, Lil Reese pulling out $1 million on $1 million worth of game. And now one grown ass question say, man, that's a franchise. That's a car lot. Why are you not why are you bringing this here? Oh, to show the youngins, Wallow and Gilly, that Little Dirk is a good guy and the gang mentality and get it back in blood is worth this in some way. Somehow we can get on the $1 million worth of game. But y'all want me to stay out of jail. But y'all bringing your life is a press one contradiction. I'm too old to not say nothing. I'm telling you, something happened when niggas grow up. They don't say nothing. Everything, the gang culture in our people is that of the democratic social experiment of niggas being slaves. And most of these black people selling you these dreams are not even from your lineage. Jim Jones is probably from India some goddamn where. I'm still trying to get, a lot of people come in by way of Puerto Rican. But they be really French, see? They be really this one and that one. Press one. They want to come in under some Spanish title. Press one. Spanish ain't native to none of the island. Them people they were conquered by the Spaniards, Napoleon, the French. Press one. That is not native. So these hand signs of these rappers is just hypnotizing you into, just look at their symbolism. Blood. Just look. That's white supremacy. White power. Ain't nothing like germ. See, white is a status. You hear me? White is a status. You can play thug. China Mac can play whatever character he want, but when that census come around, like I told y'all, then people put white. Press one, they can sit out there and thug and pretend and develop little nigger attitudes, but when they fill out that census, they not you. The census is how they conquer you. So all that hanging out and got love for all these people that don't stole your forefatherland, your ancestors don't want nothing to do with you. You're not mentally strong enough to see the demise in your bondage. You don't even want to try. You accept Nazi Chase Bank. That's white power. That's Swedish, Dutch, Manhattan, Dutch. That's like Von Dutch. Y'all was out here wearing the most racist gear y'all can find. That's racist gear. Press one, but you was wearing it. Just like the little Nazis taught you to. They put it in the music video, you wear it.
Unknown caller.
Press one. We've been feeding this beast, making Versace, making all of these things, and that one black person. You know who inspired me? Hold on one second. Sean John. Sean John inspired. I don't give a damn if he didn't own it or not. That inspired me. I said, I want to make some ties. I want to make my name worth something. Press one. I want to invest in my name too. That inspired me. I said, damn, maybe I can make a tie or something. I thought you really had to make a tie. No, you ain't got to do none of that. That's why Kev just buys the machines. I can wear my Cavro sweaters all I want to. I just want to buy the machines. I'll do the rest. Press one. I get some Mexicans to do exactly what I told them right there. Do that right there. Los Angeles shit. Mexican ladies will do it. Press 1. So I just want y'all to know, we live in a white supremacist mindset. Thought process, we was raised by them. Your history, the way we look at our brothers on the continent of what they call Africa is savage. The way they perceive us is crazy. Guess who gave us both these perceptions? Brother, what? No, yeah. So we never establish ourselves as knowing something and making these types of connections to say, wait a minute. There was American neo-Nazis? There sure was. There sure was. There was an American Negro genocide as well. The American Red Cross are the holders of the Holocaust. You learned that here. I said the American Red Cross are the people who did the concentration camps in America. American Red Cross and the federal government enslaved American Negroes in the late 1800s and 1900s, brought all these gypsy and foreigners and pretend Indians over here under Japanese, Mongol, Asiatic. All these people is different people, different nations, but came as one because they don't have a nationality here. They came as white people. Now gypsies are Native American. Now gypsies are white people. People who ain't never been holy in their life is white people. People who ain't never been native to Americas is now Native Americans by way of the federal government. I showed y'all the video of the Japanese hitting Indian Native Americans out there. They can't find themselves on the damn federal Dawes roll on the federal, because we went on the black roll, which meant slave rolls. And that's when you went into bondage, when you went into the slave rolls. Press 1. I don't pinpoint it when you became a slave, nigga. Okay, not one of you niggas pinpoint when you became a slave, nigga. I told you it wasn't that long ago. You became a slave like that. Press 1 when they all came in the Confederacy, bombed the shit out of the Americas. Press 1. Bombed the shit out of the Americas. All of them. The Japanese, the French. Press 1 broke every treaty in the world when it comes to us. They need to be dealt with as far as compensation for the near wipeout of the Negro race. Luckily, we was able to fuck our way into population again. Press 1. Don't make no damn sense. Hurry up and repopulate. Hurry up. God damn. They send our brothers off to war. They never come back. Oh, the Navy ship sunk. Here's a letter. American flag. Fold this up right there. Thank you. Press 1. Thank you. And people don't like my truth because it hurt. It hurt me a specific way. It hurt you. And it's damn sure gonna hurt your feelings. So don't even coming over here. I want people to know that don't come over here with your tears already about to cry because you finding out some stuff. Be firm, understand what I'm saying, accept it, gobble it up, and fight for truth with your voice. Not sitting back. That ain't true. No, bro. Put your face on the screen. Like Rico did. Press 1. Shout out Rico. Put your goddamn face on the screen and battle them busters. Get them. Them custers. Press 1. Battle them with this little bit of knowledge. You may not win, but with you gonna see the discrepancy. You're like, oh, I'm gonna say it this time like this. I'm gonna chop his head off. That's how you come back. You live to see another day. You feel me? Whoop their ass out there. Take this history and start off small. Start battling like Jabari from the network. Start battling these Pan-Africans, sharpening your steel on them. Press 1. Hey, little Pan-African, you know we not start beef. You know we ain't no damn African. Let me show you something, brother. God say, oh, brother, hit their ass with more word and then historical fact and then tell them, now what you got, punk? Press 1. He gonna be like, well, the black woman can reproduce herself without a man. Press 1.
Not like this. Not like this.
That's one thing that sounds stupid as hell. What you just say? I used to believe this stuff. You sure did. You sure did. You used to believe this. Shout out to Lori. She know I ain't lying. Brian know I ain't lying. We all used to be. Oh, we from Africa, kid. No, you're not. Until they enrolled right here at the U. They might not even paid their tuition. They still here. God bless them. I remember I used to go to USC when it was open campus and just sit my ass down and just pretend. Whereas one, just pretend I go here. Shut up. Whereas one of jobs on my quantum mechanics. What the fuck is that? I'm bringing a notebook tomorrow. Brother, I almost thought I was going to college. Brother, people asked me, would you go? I was hollering at girls in the middle of USC. How you doing, boo-boo? When you in here? Yeah, I was calling myself a sophomore. I ain't got not a transcript. I'm from the block over there. I didn't want to hang out. Brother.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Well, you go here. I'm lying, and you an attorney. You going for law? Put this number in your phone. No, yeah. I'm a meekity Mac Daddy. Press button. But anyway, listen, American Nazis. Listen to them. I want y'all to listen to something else I found. This is very important. This is very important. I found this. Well, I don't know if I found this, but it came across my. I can't look at P no more. He was over there crying and shit. I'm all, man, Puff Daddy, man, you did me like this. I can't look at people crying and shit from 30 years ago, still stuck in the world. They won't end. Please, man. He got talent, bro. Please let me in. I can't look at that no more. I'm stuck on what I'm stuck on. I don't want to listen to people who want to be rappers and famous. I just don't think they got the knowledge no more unless they got positive ass music. You know when it's positive. Oh my goodness. Did I just take the oh my goodness. Let me put this up. I don't know why I had this up, but I'm pretty sure, press one, for nothing. I'm pretty sure it was up there for something. Let me see what this is.
Throughout the 1920s and 30s, as the popularity of Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party grew, copycat organizations sprang up all over Europe, some of them actively supported by the Nazi Party in Germany, many based among the German communities outside the Reich. In Austria, a huge Nazi party grew in the 1920s.
Oh, hold on. Okay, this is the Nazi Party in America. You see George Washington in the back? Okay, that's George Washington. Nazism in America is bright as day. It's clear. Y'all just not paying attention.
Throughout the 1920s and 30s, as the popularity of Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party grew, copycat organizations sprang up all over Europe, some of them actively supported by the Nazi Party in Germany, many based among the German communities outside the Reich. In Austria, a huge Nazi party grew in the 1920s and was an important force in creating the Anschluss, the union with Germany that took place in 1938.
Now, this is before the Holocaust. This is before all that. This isn't they took over nothing. They did the same thing they did to Austria, and the Aborigines of Australia did the same thing they did to us. Press one. Ain't that something? You start forming these little parties of overthrowing. Press one. Let's go.
In the Sudetenland, the German-speaking parts of Czechoslovakia...
Did I say that's where they was from? Where? Say it again.
The German-speaking parts of Czechoslovakia... The German-speaking parts of Czechoslovakia, there was Konrad Henlein and the Sudeten German Home Front, which agitated for union with Germany.
Now, those look like Mormons and shit. Press one. These are your Americans. Press 1. These are white people. When they was in Poland, they didn't dress like this and do this. They got this type of mentality right here in Americas. That's where Adolf Hitler got it from, his idea. This world fairs and these things right here of the ideological subversion of the Negroes and what they were teaching them inside, you really, really have to know. Okay? This is what world you live in. These people don't lose white power in no damn generation, in 100 years, 40 years, 50 years. Oh, yeah. We're better now. Sure, you are.
Other Nazi-type parties were not made up of Germans, but instead homegrown ultra-nationalist organizations.
What? Homegrown ultra-nationalist organizations. Do you see that thunderbolt on his cap? Now, ain't that homie in the Hellcat signature? Like the boat. You are the Harlem Hellfighters. Press 1. Now, all I have to do is just, you gotta pay attention. These people aren't American. They're coming in under the disguise of different nationalities. Spaniards, Spain, Italia. All these languages y'all got is the same. What you talking about?
In Britain, there was the British Union of Fascists, led by the charismatic former British government minister Sir Oswald Mosley, which grew to a peak membership of around 50,000 followers.
And that's in America.
In the mid-1930s. There were, of course, many others. The United States, which had a large proportion of the population claiming descent from German immigrants.
Press 1. Let's say it again. What'd you say?
Claiming descent from German immigrants was no less susceptible to the attractions of Hitler. Proportion of the population claiming descent from German immigrants was no less susceptible to the attractions of Hitler and Nazism during the tumultuous period of the Great Depression and isolationist 1930s. The first overtly American Nazi organization was the rather harmless-sounding Friends of New Germany.
And look up there, the Dutchman. Look at the 3 different signs. The railroad sign, the Nazi sign, and the sign of Italy back there, if it was colored. Go
founded in May 1933 after Deputy Führer Rudolf.
And where? 1933. You wonder why 1933 is symbolic? Not because they got you doing no dumb ritual. It's the times they need.
Rudolf Hess had given his permission to Nazi Party member and U.S. immigrant Heinz Spanknöbel.
Heinz Spanknöbel. Press 1. Heinz Ketchup. You get it?
Spanknöbel was a minister in the Seventh-day Adventist Church and worked for the Ford Motor Company.
What?
With the assistance of the German consul in New York City.
The German consul in New York City?
Spanknöbel formed the Friends, headquartered at Yorkville, Manhattan.
Friends? That sounds like a TV show. Oh yeah, your ass is in white supremacy. Where that was at, New York? See, I'm gonna slap the shit out of somebody. Y'all keep thinking we can't hear what y'all saying. See, y'all watching white superiority on television. Oh, yeah, that's that Morpheus shit. Yeah, you see it every time you look at your damn TV, bruh, one. You just don't know what you looking at. You up here laughing with these people.
Openly anti-Semitic, the organization organized boycotts of Jewish-owned businesses in Yorkville and stirred up...
And is that them? No, they boycott your ass. They weren't doing too good in them where they was working, and they boycott you.
General trouble in New York.
Boycott themselves.
Spanknöbel was deported in October 1933.
He got his ass deported.
He was later arrested by the Soviet NKVD in Germany in 1945.
So the Soviets took over Germany. So there wasn't no Germany. It was just Soviets. Press 1.
And died of starvation in a special camp in March 1947.
In a special camp.
The U.S. government began to investigate and monitor Nazi activities in America. But the Friends of New Germany never amounted to more than 10,000 members. It was wound up on Rudolf Hesse's explicit orders in December 1935.
Yep. Now they call them embassies with what? Ambassadors.
A new organization was founded in Buffalo, New York in
Press 1.
March 1936.
No.
The German-American Bund.
No.
The leader was a former World War I German soldier and Nazi Party member, Fritz Kuhn, who had
Y'all some coons.
immigrated to the United States.
Who immigrated to the United States.
In order to expand its message and membership, the German-American Bund
now they got on sailor hats. They wear the same clothes as the Americans.
Followed the Nazi practice of subdividing the nation.
Subdividing the what do sub mean? You ever heard of a submarine? Sound familiar? All right, subdivide the nation.
Section having its own
subversion. You know what subversion mean? Huh? That's what I teach. What they did. Now you heard what come out his mouth. I told you, plausible deniability is not an option. You got to explain this. I don't just say it. I go get it from the horse's mouth. Let him tell it. We need to subvert.
Party subdivision. In this way, the party spread right across the U.S. from coast to coast. Headquarters was at 178 East 85th Street in Manhattan, New York. The Bunds believed...
Hold up. It's like they created, somebody said something smart. It's like Nazis created Soviet states and United States ideological.
belief system was anti-communist, anti-Jewish, and pro-American. And also
that don't even make sense. You hear me? That don't even make sense.
Also demanded that the U.S.
because they are all Germans and Russians. And Russia conquered.
Remain neutral in any coming European war. Membership was around 25,000 fee-paying members in...
Now, this is early World War I. World War I, look. All these people...
1938. However, it never garnered widespread appeal among Americans.
Yeah, right. They there with the American flag. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Remained a fringe organization.
It remained a what? A fringe. So what's the fringe around the American flag? White superiority. It became a fringe. Press 1.
Managed to pull off.
That's maritime law. That's what got you enslaved, like I said. When they put that fringe around, that's maritime law. That's under Swiss. That's under the Vatican. Press 1.
Some high-profile stunts.
In bondage.
The Bund was well organized and had training camps where recruits could be fully indoctrinated into National Socialist thought and practice, and these were built all over the U.S.
That's right. And world fairs. These, not even that. Look, camp. I told y'all the military did it. Look, it was all over the U.S. Didn't we? Where alien at? See, we already knew they had all the camps. We got the camps. The concentration camps.
Indoctrinated into National Socialist thought and practice, and these were built all over the U.S., including in Wisconsin, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and New York State.
Enlisted is the free brand new online World War II shooter. Command a squad of soldiers and participate.
Not surprisingly, Jewish organizations.
And you think it's coincidence that all they manifest destinies are the same? From Russia to Germany to yours. It's the same mindset.
In America were horrified by the Bund's actions and rhetoric, as well as many non-Jewish Americans as well, including members of Congress.
I don't even know why they saying non-Jewish or Jewish or none of that was even a factor here. Press 1. They made it seem like your whole infrastructure was Jewish and all of this one. No. You know. Because that's because you think you was a slave at this time.
The Bund's existence was damaging U.S.-German relations at a critical time in history.
This speech, this is America. That's that American reef. That's that eagle.
In 1938, both governments took action against the Bund, the US passing the Foreign Agents Registration Act to force all German Nazis coming to the US to register with the State Department. Germany cut off all financial support for the Bund and also forbade German nationals from joining. But in the end, it was a massive publicity stunt that proved the Bund's downfall. One of the most infamous parades the Bund held was a...
Now it's a mass demonstration for the Americanism with the lightning bolt going through America, right?
Madison Square Garden in New York City on the 20th of February 1939. 20,000 American Nazis gathered. The Nazi flag was paraded beside the Stars and Stripes, and George Washington's image was everywhere. Why?
Are there fringes on the American flag back then? No. They had to hide the Nazism in the and what color are the fringes? Gold. Where's Hitler's gold? In the Swiss banks. Did Hitler have gold? Nah. Where was Hitler? Over here. Whose gold did they take? Yours. Enslaved Jew. Bonded you. Put your names in trust. Put you on the Black Dolls roll. Got you up out of here legally. Press 1 and gave all y'all shit to their family, friends, Ukraine, wherever they from. Same thing you see them doing today. That's how they conquered you before. Yep. This ain't the real George Washington. George Washington is a Negro who controlled the Virginias. Press 1. The Virginia Company was not controlled by white people. They can barely balance the books on the United States right there. That when you find a lot of us know the truth, but we're gonna keep going.
And had declared Washington to be the first fascist and said that he had doubted democracy as a system of government.
A republic. But anyway, George Washington was the first fascist
government. During the rally, the Bundführer Kuhn made inflammatory statements about President Franklin D. Roosevelt, calling him Frank D. Rosenfeld.
We let them speak. When occasionally a lone outraged dissenter wanted to air his opposition, we provided police to preserve order. This was Madison Square Garden in New York City, and not Berlin nor Nuremberg.
Fighting broke out between anti-Nazi protesters and Kuhn's Nazis, disgusting much of America. The Bund cooperated closely with another right-wing group, the Christian Front, led by an anti-Semitic priest called Father Charles Coughlin.
And he's a German-Russian Jew, too.
To control the chaos that erupted at Madison Square Garden, the New York Police Department deployed 1,700 officers.
Which are more Russians, Jews, and Germans. Okay.
The rally had been permitted to go ahead on the grounds of freedom of speech. Though heavily criticized, the mayor of New York, Fiorello LaGuardia,
who's a German, Jew, Frenchman,
said, quote, "If we are for free speech, we have to be for free speech for everybody.
This is what you okay.
And that includes Nazis," unquote. Bundführer Kuhn's days were numbered. The fairly effective Bund leader was also a thief, and later in 1939 the government finally got him when they sent him to prison for tax evasion and embezzlement. By 1940, the US was preparing for war. The draft was introduced and many Bund members ended up in the armed forces. The obvious concern for the US government once America entered the war against Japan and Germany was Bund members spying for Germany or committing acts of sabotage in the US. After being released from Sing Sing prison, Kuhn was stripped of his US citizenship and interned in Texas along with many of his followers until 1945, then deported back to Germany, where he died in Munich in 1951. However, the dissolution of the American-German Bund in the ramp-up to Pearl Harbor did not end Nazism in America. The American Nazi Party was founded in 1959 by George Lincoln Rockwell.
So they wasn't even founded yet. Now, did y'all hear that? Now, you know who logo that is. Now, do your research on Rockwell. That's the United Nations logo. That's a Japan flag, a socialist logo. Inside, and the inside is the, what I say, the United Nations. Now, listen to me.
A former World War II U.S. Navy officer.
Now, his name is George
changed
Lincoln.
Its name to New Order in 1983.
New Order. Sound familiar?
And still exists today. Thanks for watching. Please
not a government of the jungle. They were saying not a black government, not a jungle. When George Bush said not a a law for the jungle, he was talking about monkeys. Do you ever seen the cartoon George of the Jungle? That's a black person. Let me tell you something. This is the mindset of a demon. George of the Jungle is the same thing he meant by the white man raising the monkey. Press 1. It's the same thing they meant by Planet of the Apes. It's the same thing. They're calling you. You are the former government. And we're going to get more up into it. More up into it. You know? The Aryan, what was the Nazi party? They wanted that Aryan race, right? That's Indian European mix. That's not even a real classification of people. That's South Asia. Press 1. The Nazis. That's Japan. Japan was right. That's over there on the continent of Asia. Press 1. So them the gypsy style folk, the traveling band right there. They got the Native American thing attached to them, but they are not. That's who Karimio uses as brown people to convince you that they are you and you are them, but they are not. Press 1. The Indo-Aryan and Aryan Brotherhood, that's South Asia, Asian folk, East Indian. Press 1. Do I have any Aryan gypsy people? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Not only George of the Jungle, but Curious George as well. Press 1. Curious George as well. It's a little smart monkey, but he handled as a child man. It goes back to how they felt about the rule before them. The King George heirs. You know how we call each other brother? They would see that as incest. Like, not brother, but how you doing, sister? They thought that was incest, but that's how we talk. Oh, they all fucking each other. So they call us incest. How you doing right there, sister? Sister right there. How you doing, brother? Oh, no, that's how they came up with, that was incest. But that's how we talk. How you doing, brother? How you doing, sister? How you doing, brother? King, this one. Wait a minute. Yo, this one. Press 1. It's time to get into truth. So it's nothing to go. You don't got to ask nobody for some notes. See that? This is Wikipedia. Indo-Aryan people. Okay? It refers to both pastoralist Indo-European people migrating from where? Central Asia to South Asia in the second millennia BC. That's this. We the second millennia. Indo-Aryan, as well as contemporary Indo-European linguistic groups speaking modern Indo-Aryan languages as subgroup of the Indo-European family group. Press 1. So, list of contemporary Indio people. You can go on the map and see where they from and stuff like that. You see this? This is all Asia and stuff like that. I don't know if that's Africa or nothing like that, but I'm saying this is where y'all come from. So they migrated to North America, and in association with the Russians and such was labeled natives. They had no native state, nor can they question anything, so they can't say nothing. You hear me? They can't say nothing. They can't ask nothing. They're just gonna be native. They're guaranteed federalized funding. Y'all gonna be taken care of for the rest of y'all life, and that's that. That's the people that Karemio, these indigenous people, they all say, but I told you they can't find one nigga in no teepee that ain't got nothing to do with no American Red Cross. The Khan dynasty, the Persians, first one, the Iranians and stuff like that, it's them. That's them. That's them. And I think I don't want to overwhelm y'all with too much. I'm going to open up the phone lines just in case. If not, I'm going to finish the show right there and let y'all replay the video and pick apart different things that you want to see. Let me do a couple shout outs to the people who were in my Discord earlier. I got to do this before I forget. Shout out to my man Swish. God bless you, champ. God bless you too, Swish. I'll be trucking today later on. Hopefully you'll be there. I'm going to be talking some conspiracy shit. You know, just talking in my truck. Bowcat 803. Shout out to you, King. My man, forever grateful. Mrs. Hornet. Shout out to you, Queen. Mr. Glover. Keep shining light on these demons. That's what I'm talking about. B from Texas. My man. Jason Harris. My man, I can't every morning coffee courtesy of Mr. Harris. TRP. Shout out to you, Queen. Mr. Tisdale. Mrs. Amanda. Mrs. Moore. Million. Shout out to y'all. Jamie Lee, of course. Shout out to you, Queen. And I'm going to keep pushing and seeing if we got some call-ins today. See if anybody want to call in. I don't want to put too much on y'all, but they put a lot of these pictures black and white, so y'all don't know how recent it is. They can put it color if they want to. Press 1. All of the videos that I showed, they got color. They can make color. They can do all that stuff. They want to keep us trapped in the manipulation of media of time. See, when you see old World War I footage, it look grainy and stuff. They have clear footage of that. They got clear footage of the takeover. They got clear footage of assassination. They got clear footage of all this stuff. Press 1, your whole takeover, and gave it different wars. They give this one this war in time and history. Who cares? You're not going to go research and rethink. You know what I'm saying? You're not. We're not like, oh, let me go find out that the U.S. Army these was all correct wars. Nah, I started looking for that when I realized they timelines was all messed up. I said, wait a minute. World War I and II is practically the same. The French and Indian War is disguised as some other shit, like some Revolutionary War, Civil War, but they needed a way to come up with millions of black people dying, men. And the Civil War is a great cover story. And you place that in time immemorial. You place that somewhere down in the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, somewhere. Make them think that shit happened, so and we're better. And when in fact, that was the slaughtering of your people. Them brothers in the Civil War was not slaves, but protectors of the homeland. Press 1. And they fought against French. They fought against everybody. As you can clearly see, all nations came against thee. Those are the true hell fighters. That's the Great War. It took a lot of them. You know, the men of bronze, you know, and they call us the toy soldiers of Virginia. But that's going to be another show. They call y'all the old toys of Virginia. And Russia calls you the sleeping Negro. Nuclear atomic weapon. When they wake up, it's a wrap. Press 1. Why you think they call it Armageddon? They want you to think of a nuclear blast going off, they kill themselves. No, real Armageddon is the American Negro coming into self. Say it with me. The real nuclear blast is when you make sense of who these people are. The end of their world is when they have to go home. When God send them home, now listen to it. When God send every nation back to where they come from, that's the end of the day. There ain't no time there. Because all they time is scribble scrabble. Any damn way. You don't know what year you in because he always missing the dates when you start asking questions. You hear me? They start fumbling around and scribble scrabbling. That's what I call it, scribble scrabbling. You ever seen them goddamn magnetic machines back in the day look like mini TV sets? Used to, I could never build nothing with these little squiggly things. And you gotta make it work with Actor Sketcher or something. What's that shit called? And for sure, I could never do it. But that's how they do history. Scribble scrabble. Press one. Like little 3-year-olds, I don't know. And if they don't know nothing, they just say, I don't know. Maybe the aliens did it. Press one. It should be a crime to say a damn alien did it. It should smack the fuck out of somebody. The alien did it. Ain't nobody say some shit like that but a neo-Nazi who don't want to admit that his great-grandpappies murdered and slaughtered indigenous native Negroes for them to have citizenship here. So they rather deal with aliens. They want to say they Palladians. Etch and sketch. Shout out to you. They want to say they this one. They chakras and all this. They want to practice in witchery. All to negate and stand up and be themselves and be men. Coffee and Kush TV. I don't think we got any calls today. We got one call from somebody got called out. It's a blessing. Shout out to the people who want to support the broadcast. Go over to my Cash App, my